we fly. Let the world go on below us. We are lost in time, and I don't know really what it means. All I know is that you love me in my dreams. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to present you Western stories, which is represented by two little cute kiddo named Jack and Jill. Now, let's go back to the time, which is called Once Upon a Time. There was a lovely little boy called Jack with his super kind-hearted best friend named Jill. Jack lived in a small house in the village, while Jill lived in a small house also, full of big windows at the top of the hill. Every day, their mommy said that, "Jack, you could play together with Jill." So Jack would run out of his house to the end of the street, up the winding path up to the hill to see his friend Jill. And Jill would wait at the windows and calling his name. "Jack, Jack." Oh. Sometimes he threw flowers down on his head so he'd arrive in a rainbow ring of petals. Sometimes she sang song in the breeze so the wings of music lifted him to her. And sometimes, because they were good friends who loved each other very much, she would make surprises, and he would love every single surprises she made. Sometimes she hid behind door and jumped out at him, and because he loved her very much, he would pretend to be frightened. And sometimes she baked cookies, so the smell of warmth and yumminess helped him climb. And even he had just breakfast, he would pretend to be hungry. One day, on the bright sunny morning, Jill was waiting for her friend Jack to come, and she was making a pile of snowballs for them to play with later. But there's two important things that happened that day. First of all, the sun was getting a little bit warmer than the day before, and the second one, Jack was coming a little bit later than he used to begin his climb. I think his mommy asked him to clean up his top before he left. "Jack, I don't want to see this mess in your room. Go clean up the top before you left to Jill's house." But, alright, Mom. And so as Jill waited for her friend to come, a small trickle of snow melts running down the hill. Jack was almost up to Jill's house when the snow met the grass under his feet. And he slipped. Jack went tumbling down the hill. Jill heard his cries and they threw themselves up to him, somersaulting down until they found themselves at the bottom, out of breath and muddy. At the bottom, Jill realized that Jack had a bad boo-boo on his forehead. So she helped him to the front porch from the nearest house, which just belongs to old Dame Doc, the best boo-boo kisser and bandage maker. You know what? I had a secret recipe. I made all the bandages with furniture and brown paper, and I decorated also all of the kids could pick their favorite design, said old Dame Doc. And then Jill and old Dame Doc helped Jack to choose a nice Spider-Man bandage for his forehead. And just for that day only, they decided that it would be best if they played at Jack's house instead of Jill. But it wasn't long before the best friend has longed to play at the top of the hill. For spring was coming. The most perfect place for spotting the first sign of spring was always at the top of the hill. Looking down on the empty valleys below, the trees and plants revealed their new colors. And so, Jack and Jill returned to the top of the hill, and they were seeking first fruit, gathering flowers, and also welcoming the birds who was returned after winter. One day, after the bird had all built the nest, and the valleys had filled with green, Jill called her friend Jack and said, "Jack, do you want to know the best spot? Living at top of the hill. When the summer had just begun, the valleys all turned into fireflies." And that what you wanted to watch. So Jill invited for her friend Jack to come at the top of the hill, watching the twinkling evening. And every night, their mommy said that they could play together. Jack and Jill would meet at the top of the hill and watching the magical light of fireflies. They really love summer of fireflies until they realized that evening was coming faster and the fireflies was almost gone. Jack was really heartbroken. And then Jill hugged her friend Jack and said, "Jack, do you want to know the best part? top of the hill. When the fall had just begun, the leaves are changed to the beautiful colors. And together, they explore the natural walks and collecting the most vivid autumn leaves. But the day came, as you knew it would, when the last leaf were fallen, and then the icy winds crept in the air. You know what season is that? Can you guess what it is? Yes?
Summer?
No, it's winter. Ever cheerful, Jill turned to Jack and said, Jack, do you want to know the best spot? Living at top of the hill, when the winter had just begun. The sledding! And together, they would slide down, 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 climb up, up, up again, slide down, 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 climb up, up, up again. And when they were climbing, they were always holding hands. And because of that, they took great care of each other, and nobody ever tumbling down again. Ladies and gentlemen, the moral value is sharing. It means that we are caring for a happy life. I'm Madechania Pasis from Bali. Thank you.